Hello everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Today's video is my budget with me for October 2022. So don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So October, I can't believe in some ways that it's October. I thought this year would be much better than the last, but it really hasn't been. And I'm also aware that the end of 2022 is kind of fast approaching, so in terms of budgets and money and things like that, it's still not quite clear in my own mind how to do this basically, but we're going to plod on anyway and see what happens. So October, month 2, this is my budget planner. If you're new here, I sell these over on Etsy, so if you want to have a look at those then feel free. Aims for the month. So October is a fairly normal month for us. I don't know if it is for you guys. The last week of October is the October half term here in the UK, and I'm hoping to go maybe away for a couple of days or at least do more things. And I've got a sinking fund for the school holidays, and I'll leave a link below to my latest sinking fund update so you can see that if you'd like to. So there is some money kind of set aside for that, but obviously it doesn't kind of cover most things, and to be fair there's not a lot in there at the moment. So yeah, so aims for the month first of all. So I'm going to aim to start my Christmas. Well, I say start. I have got a couple of things, but I need to get more organised. So start Christmas shopping first of all. That's a good one. I also want to try, now I've not managed to do this yet, but to put £100 into investments. Now that number is so much smaller than it used to be. If you've watched my videos for a while, you'll know that I used to put in quite a substantial amount, but now £100 is quite a substantial amount in my new budget, so we'll see. And then something in the emergency fund, and I'll just put emergency fund in question mark because again everything just depends on how expensive the rest of the month is, so we'll see how it goes, but that's the general idea. One-off expenses are, like I said, obviously half term is here, so October half term, and that might mean like that I need to have more petrol, so things like that might need to go up this month, but at the same time it can't go up if I don't have any money there, can it? So we'll see. And then my no spend day aim is 20. So that's the kind of aims for the month, I suppose. And if you turn over, so this is my variable expenses. Someone commented last month on how this doesn't make any sense if I don't do these numbers. The reason why I'm not doing these numbers yet is because my income fluctuates, so I get paid for my daytime job and that's the same number every month, but then I have like my side hustle stuff as well, and then I don't know, but believe me when I say once these are all done and fixed expenses are taken out, I do a zero-based budget, so there's really not a lot left after that. But let's look at the variable expenses. So the first one is food, and I don't know about anybody else, but I'm noticing so much that everything that I buy is as what I consider our real kind of basic every weekly kind of every shop I get them, everything is going up in price and it is making a big difference. And I'm not buying things that are like, I guess, seen as more extravagant. I'm just buying the basic things that we kind of eat week in, week out. So even things like bread, milk's gone up, cheese has gone up, yogurts have gone up, like really kind of, I guess, staples in our household, and I'm struggling with that a bit. However, there is only 3 of us now, and my 2 boys, they eat loads sometimes and then not others. That's weird, but I'm going to put £150 as my food total, and that's because I do have quite a lot of stuff in at the moment, and I feel like for 1 adult and 2 younger children, £150 should do it, shouldn't it? But at the same time, things are going up and that isn't in my control. And I've even started, so I am one who has talked about a lot that I don't go to Aldi and Lidl, and I shop in Morrison's, and I'm a real fan of Morrison's. However, Morrison's seems to be getting more and more expensive, and there is an Asda like round the corner from where I live, so I have been kind of popping there more often. It's just trying to find out the best way to do everything. So petrol again, so petrol is kind of gone up, hasn't it? And I have been doing more travelling recently for various reasons. I think my petrol budget is going to have to be £200, which pains me to write. I have to get to work and I don't live anywhere near work, for example, and yeah, petrol's a big one. Miscellaneous this month, so miscellaneous, so things like the cat food and household stuff. I think I'm going to put that at £70 rather than, it used to be 100, but, and the children's budget is also going to be £70. And then eating out, I'm going to put £30 because obviously October half term is in here, and we are going to be going out and doing stuff, and inevitably eating out as well. So that's for that bit. I'm now going to move over to my sinking funds, which are here, and you can see I've written more of these in here. I need to get a grip with sinking funds. The only way my budget works long term is by having all of these in here as well. Maybe not Disneyland, but having sinking funds, so that extra bit of pot of cash for when things arrive, because I just don't have any money in the budget, everyday budget, for these things. So Christmas, like I said, I've started my Christmas shopping kind of, but I want to do that this month. But I'm still going to aim to put £30 in the Christmas envelope, because I'm not going to get everything done in October. I mean, in an ideal world I would, but I'm not. First of all, I'm not that organised, and second of all, I don't have that much money. Birthdays, so birthdays I'm going to put £20 in there. Birthdays are a funny one because it's the one that kind of gets emptied and stuff quite often, but my youngest son's birthday is in December as well. It's just a balance at the moment. So I'm going to put £10 in the car, which I know won't go very far if the car breaks, but there we go. I'm going to try and put £30 in the Disneyland fund and £20 in the school holidays fund. And that, if I manage to do that, then I'll be really pleased with that. And then you can see I've put EF for the emergency fund. I'm not going to put a figure there because genuinely don't know. And investments, I've said I want to put £100 investments, but actually, again, I'm not going to add that in at the moment because I put that as kind of like the ideal. I don't want to stretch myself too far when I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. And although I feel like I'm in a better place than I was kind of 4 or 5 months ago, I'm still very much taking life day by day, and that includes figuring out all this stuff. So I'm going to leave all that like that and not even write it on there for now. Also, and this has been so requested, I have sent off a 12-month budget planner to be printed, which is exciting and scary and lots of other things in between, but it will look like this but slightly different. I've changed the layout of some of the pages, including the bills one. So yeah, watch this space. I'm not going to fill that in for now. Sinking funds I'm not going to fill in either because that is as and when. No spend day tracker, so I said that I wanted to do 20 no spend days this month. I am well aware that it's the 2nd and I spent yesterday because we went to soft play, and I'm going to spend today because I've got lots of things I need to go and get. So I'm saying 20, but the first 2 days of the month are going to be spend days. Obviously I'll colour those in as well. I'm someone who loves tracking no spend days. I find it really useful. They're a bit like the Marmite of the personal finance world. If you either really like them or you really hate them, and I realise that I'm in the privileged position where I can do that and not have a no spend day because I generally don't have any money left. I realise that that is a bit of a privileged position to be in. So I can't fill in any of these yet because I've not got to week 1. I'm just going to turn to the savings page. Here we go. So savings aim, so that's £100. It makes my heart hurt because it's such a low number in comparison to what I used to be able to do. But hey, it's the new normal, and to be fair, if I manage that at the moment, given the circumstances, I'll be really happy. And that is my budget for October 2022 done. So, have you done your budget for the month? How's yours looking? How are you feeling about things? I must admit that I am apprehensive, I guess would be a good word, of the days ahead, the months ahead. I sometimes don't want to talk about things like politics and stuff like that because I know people have very different opinions, but as someone who lives in the northeast, and you know, the northeast is known to be somewhere of kind of, I guess, deprivation and low incomes or not income at all and things like that. It's just, they're not helping at all, and it's beginning to show. And you know, lots of conversation with people about how worried they are about the coming months. But anyway, that is my budget for October. Let me know down below how you're feeling, how your budget is looking, what things have you got planned for the month, and as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.